Salvete omnes. This is Abbey Latin Liber Primus, chapter 16. This is exercise C of chapter 16, wherein we're to take these English verbs, parse them out, identifying the person, the number, the tense, the voice, and the mood, and then giving the verbs in Latin. First is done for you. How nice. Number 1, you are being wounded. So you are you singular. You are being wounded. It's happening right now. How terrible for you in the present time. And you are not doing the wounding, but it is happening to you. How terrible. Either way would be terrible. Passive voice and indicative mood. Not imperative, not a command, but indicative. So you are doing the thing is being done to you. Second person singular, present, passive, indicative. So we want a ris ending. Restur mor mini untor on a present stem of vulnera, vulnerare, vulneravi, vulneratus. And we get vulnera plus res, vulneraris. Number 2, it will be announced. It will be announced. To announce something is nuntio, nuntiare, nuntiavi, nuntiatus. So it will be. It is third person singular. Will be is future passive, and it's not a command, so it's the indicative. The future passive third person singular indicative of nuntio nuntiare is nuntiabitur. Nuntiabitur. It will be announced. Not nuntiabit, it will announce, but nuntiabitur. It will be announced. 3, they were being called together. They is third person plural. They were being called together is imperfect and it's passive. They didn't do the calling together. It was happening to them repeatedly. Being is important, Ben. And then the mood is indicative of convoco, convocare, convocavi, convocatus. So the active would be convocabamus. The passive is convocabamur. I'm sorry, they, third person plural. Ha. Convocabantur. Convocabantur. 4, I had been praised. I had been praised would be the first person singular. Pluperfect passive of laudo, laudare, laudavi, laudatus. And it's indicative mood. It's not a command. So I had been, first person singular, pluperfect passive, laudatus aum. And then the helping verb is going to be eram. For the pluperfect passive, we use the imperfect of sum as a helping verb. So laudatus aum plus eram. She will be carried. It will happen to her. She is third person singular. It's future and it's passive. And it's indicative mood, not a command of porto, portare, portavi, portatus. Present stem porta, add the future bit, and then make sure it's passive tur, future passive. Portabitur, portabitur, she will be carried. 6, they were thinking. They were thinking, they kept on doing it. Third person and plural they. Imperfect active, because they're actually doing it, it's not happening to them. Indicative mood of cogito, cogitare, cogitavi, cogitatus. And our answer is cogitabant. Cogitabant. He has been defeated. Has he? He is third person singular. He has been is perfect and passive. It has happened to him. Not had been. That'd be pluperfect. Has been. It's perfect and passive. And it's indicative mood of supero, superare, superavi, superatus. So that perfect passive, get that fourth principal part, superatus aum, and we need a helping verb present of sum. So est. And it must be masculine. Superatus est. He has been defeated. 8, you will be praised. You will be. Second person singular, you will be. Future passive, indicative of laudo, laudare, laudavi, laudatus. Remember, the second singular future passive is a little weird. It's beris, B-E-R-I-S, bor beris, bitor, bimor, bimini, buntor, lauda beris, lauda beris. Number 9, walk ye, guys, walk. Plural, imperative. All imperatives are plural for now. Second person plural. Present tense. It's active voice. I'm actively telling you to walk, not be walked. And then imperative mood. Not just ambula, that would be just singular, but ambulate. Ambulate. They were being carried. They were being carried. Third person plural, they. It was happening in the past. So imperfect passive, the being is important ben, and indicative mood. So imperfect passive. Porta, portare, portavi, portatus. So we have porta and then bantor, porta bantor. They were being carried. It was a process. 11, I will be freed. First person singular, I. Will be is future and passive, and it's indicative mood of libero, liberave, liberavi, liberatus. So we take liberare, the second principal part. Present stem is libera, plus future first person singular passive ending, bor. Liberabor. I will be freed. Number 12, I had been set free. So first person singular, I, had been, pluperfect passive, indicative mood of libero, liberare, liberavi, liberatus. So I had been, pluperfect passive, liberatus aum. And then we want eram, the first person singular imperfect of sum as the helping verb. So liberatus aum eram. 13. The things will have been given. The things will have been given. So things are plural neuter. They, third person plural, will have been, future perfect passive voice, and indicative mood. They will have been given. Do, dare, dedi, datus. So fourth principal part, if we're working with the future perfect passive. Datus aum, make it plural. Dati, datai, data. It's got to be plural neuter, so data. And then the helping verb will be the third plural future of sum. So erunt. Data erunt. The things will have been given. You have been warned. You have been warned. Not you did the warning, but you have been warned. Second person singular. Perfect passive, indicative of moneo, monere, monui, monitus. You have been warned. Monitus aum es. Monitus aum es. Perfect passive. You are seen, which equals ye seem. So ye are seen, second person plural. Ye are, present tense, passive voice, indicative mood of video, videre, vidi, visus. So the second person plural present is the present stem vide plus mini, videmini. Note it could also be translated actively as ye seem, because ye seem is the inactive translation for ye are seen. 16, we shall have been carried. We is the first person plural. Shall have been is future perfect and passive, indicative mood of porta, portare, portavi, portatus. To form the future perfect passive, fourth principal part, portatus aum. Make it plural, portati ia, and then give it a first person plural future perfect helping verb, which is the future of sum. Eremus. Portati ia eremus. He will sit. Has no choice. Third person singular. Future tense. Active voice. Indicative mood of sedeo, sedere, sedicessus. He will sit. Sedebit, sedebit. 18, they will have been. They, third person plural, will have been. So this is going to be future perfect. Will have been what? Oh, this is just a form of sum esse fui futurus. So it's active voice, future perfect active voice, indicative mood. So fuerent, they will have been. You fought. Second person singular, perfect. We don't say fighted. Active voice, indicative mood of pugno, pugnare, pugnavi, pugnatus. Perfect stem is pugnab plus the isti of the isti it, imus istis erat, perfect tense endings. Pugnavisti. It was held back. It was held back is third person singular. It was held back, perfect and passive, indicative mood of retineo, retinere, retinui, retentus. It was held back. Perfect passive, retentus aon. Make sure it's neuter because it's an it, retentum. And then because it's perfect passive, we want the present tense of sum as a helping verb. Retentum est. It was held back. Retentum est. Optime. Very well done. That concludes Chapter 16, Exercise C. You are now ready to move on to Chapter 16's English exercise. Valete omnes.